Have you ever wondered what it means to make a decision that changes not only the course of a battle, but the fate of all humanity? But that's exactly what Levi Ackerman lived through in the most painful moment of his life, choosing between saving Erwin Smith, the commander who carried the weight of the world on his shoulders, or giving a chance at life to Armin Arlert, the young strategist who had barely shown his full potential. And before that final choice, there was a silent, almost imperceptible instant. Levi's last look at Erwin. That look wasn't just a gesture. It was a testament to a mixture of loyalty, pain, resignation, and perhaps even a touch of selfishness. Levi, who never allowed his emotions to surface, let his eyes speak louder than words for a single second. He didn't just see the commander, but the friend who dragged him out of the shadows and gave his life purpose. The scene, wrapped in chaos, screams, and the roar of titans, turned into a silent theater. Each fallen soldier, each drop of blood, every explosion in the distance, all seemed to quiet down so Levi could face the truth. The man he believed was irreplaceable perhaps no longer wanted to fight. Erwin had already given everything, even his hope, in that last suicidal charge against the beast Titan. And that's where the audience's heart splits. Because while we wanted to see Erwin lead one last time, we also felt the weight of Armin's youth demanding a future. Levi carried that balance. And in that final look, he seemed to apologize to the commander, as if to say, "You've already done more than anyone ever could. Now it's time to rest." But think with me, how many times in our lives are we faced with impossible choices? Maybe not on a battlefield against colossal titans, but in moments that force us to let go of something or someone for the sake of an uncertain tomorrow. That dilemma is what makes Attack on Titan seem so universal. Now imagine the strength of someone like Levi, a man molded by pain, instinct, and discipline, being forced to choose against his own will. Because deep down, Levi wanted to save Erwin. He wanted to believe there was still a flame left. But at that instant, he understood that Erwin's true sacrifice wasn't just leading the cavalry to death, but making space for the next generation to breathe. And here, let's pause, because even in stories like this, our world also holds choices that aren't easy, but can transform our experience. Speaking of transformation, let me show you something amazing. Klipsch, the 60s. Vintage speaker with Bluetooth. A sound system that mixes retro design with cutting-edge technology, capable of making you feel every beat, every detail, as if you were inside the scene. After all, if the emotion of Attack on Titan hits us so deeply, why not feel it in maximum quality too? Back to Levi'S. It's interesting to notice how that last look was also a mirror of himself. After all, how many times in history have we seen Levi lose the people who mattered most to him? Isabel, Farlan, Petra, all the soldiers under his command. Levi's entire life was marked by farewells. And deep down, maybe he already knew he would also have to say goodbye to Erwin. Not with words, not with tears, but with that look. What makes this scene even more powerful is that it doesn't just show the death of a character. It shows the rebirth of another. By letting Armin live, Levi not only carried on the fight, but ensured that humanity would have not just brute strength, but also a brilliant mind to lead the next steps. It's as if his look at Erwin was both a farewell and a promise, and we, as viewers, are left with this open wound because there is no right answer. There will always be those who believe Armin should have lived, just as there will be those who say Armin was the inevitable future. But what matters isn't the choice itself, but its weight. The burden Levi carried in that instant is the same one we often carry in silence, giving up a dream so another can flourish. Levi's last look is a synthesis of what Attack on Titan has always given us: a cruel universe where hope is born from sacrifice, and where humanity only advances because someone decided to yield. And here's the lingering question. When it is your turn to choose between the past you respect and the future that doesn't exist yet, would you have the courage to decide like Levi?